Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. It is Tuesday. So, how are you all? So, thank you for such a beautiful, positive response to all of the changes we've got going on. Update, and then we'll do the reading. I was able to, synchronicity is a real thing. Divine timing is a real thing. I really didn't think that with the changes my website had made, I'd be able to figure it out or not totally frustrate myself. Or I want to apologize to everybody who actually joined my other community, because had I done a little research, but everything is the right time and everything is synchronicity. So we are going to move over to my website where we're actually going to have a group, a private group where we can interact with each other. I'll be posting. You'll be able to get to know each other. I can respond to you all. I'm really excited. So we're going to do the meetings. We're going to do the events. They'll be in the events. We're going to do the meetings. It's all going to be easy. It's going to be so much easier. But the big thing is we can interact with each other when we're not in the meeting. We can interact with each other all the time. So if you're going through it, if you're having a minute and you need some support, you can go to our group, our community. If you have a question about something you're experiencing, you can put it in the group. If there's something you're struggling with, you can put it in the group. It's going to be such an amazing place for us to just connect. So if you are part of my subkit group, we are going to have the meeting this Friday night for the monthly message. See what my guides want to bring through for the themes and just the information for May. And I'm also going to post that in the group. So you're going to have it in subkit for the rest of this month. We're going to be there. But if you are moving over to my website, then it'll be all there also. So this month, things will be in two places, and it just depends on where you want to be, which is going to be fine. But as of May 31st, subkit will be closed, and then everything will be on the website. So you just go to the tab, the more button on my tab on my website, go to the bottom where it says program. So I'm really, really excited. So that's updates. So I did it. Spirit brought me the synchronicity, divine timing. They brought me everything I needed to know how to do it. It wasn't hard, but there are many steps, and they kept taking me to the right step, right button, right thing I needed. So good morning, everyone. Tuesday. So tonight I will be live with Tarot Tuesday because it is Tuesday. And then May 6th, in 4 days, the IET one session coupon for 20% off will expire. So if you're someone that wants to get an IET session booked, we don't have to do the session by the 6th. You can actually book the session, use the coupon before the 6th, but you can book the session out a week, 2 weeks, a month. I mean, you can book the session whenever you want, but you have to do it. You have to book it now. You can choose whatever date you want in the future. So that's how that works. So that's there. And also the pricing plans. If you're someone that is really ready to step into an IET journey, one step at a time, there are plans there for that. So you can look at the pricing plans when you go to book. All right. What else? I'm just excited. Good changes. If you're feeling it, take time. Also, we are going to be having a live this week. I believe we have, if it's not this week, then it's next week. Oh, it's next week. Is it next? Where is it? We have a full moon. No, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Okay. So Friday. Yeah. So Friday, let's plan on, I'll set it up. So it's right here so I will set it up. So Friday we will do the live, pick a card for the full moon in Scorpio. A moon to cast for secure boundaries and protection. Yeah, awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So Friday, we're big for, we got lots to do Friday. And then on Sunday, I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing the advanced IET for this current cohort. So really excited about that. So stay tuned for the next offering of IET. In August, I will be in Canada. So if you're in the Newfoundland area, we're going to get together and do IET up there. So that is also in the event section of my website. So if you want to purchase your spot, register for your spot. Right now, there's 2 ways to pay. You can actually pay for the whole thing in full, or there's actually, you can pay for increments. So I think they're $225 increments. You could do that 3 times, and that closes out. I believe the last payment is July. You'll have to look at it, but it's there. It's there. So if you want to do that, that's there. If you're somewhere and would like to do IET and you put together a group, let me know. I'm going to have a passport. The passport will be here in July. Really excited. So good stuff going on here, guys. Good stuff going on. Good morning, Johanna. Good morning, Steph. All right. So I did pull the Emperor card for us this morning to get the reading started. So yes, this is about being stable. This is about getting into your own divine masculine and sovereignty, and really putting plans in place, being very structured, being very intentional, taking a little bit of a leap of faith is what it feels like. So this Emperor card is Spirit bringing you, yes, I will. Yes, I will. So this is Spirit bringing you the inspiration and the, just what I'm feeling like, the key forward, the way forward. But you have to drop down into the trusting and the acting on what Spirit's bringing you. And I feel like that's what this Emperor card is doing today. In some way, bringing you some key that you need, some piece of the puzzle, even if it's just that inner knowingness and needing to take a leap of faith, in needing to go in the right direction for you. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you for the hearts. That really helps my reach, my organic grow on the algorithm on Facebook. So I appreciate that. I do. And those of you watching on the replay on YouTube, thank you for being here, and thank you for liking and subscribing. One of the things about my community is I'll be doing a lot more on YouTube because I'm going to be able to bring a lot of teaching there. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going to be bringing a lot of videos about, the question people ask me all the time, how do I do what I do, right? And so I'm going to be bringing you a lot of information on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't gone over there and subscribed, please do, and hit that notification bell so that when I do classes on universal laws, when I do classes on your spirit guides, when I do classes on connection, how to connect, when I do meditations, it's all going to be there. It's all going to be there. Oh, it's so good to see you too, honey. I'm glad things are going well. We're all going through big changes. And so right now it's, put supports in place. Put supports in place that you need to put in place. Very important. When I talk to people going through an IET journey, one of the things I'll say is, if you need other support, medically, emotionally, mentally, put them in place. They all complement each other. And one of the videos I have on YouTube right now is Reiki versus IET, because I get that a lot. Like, what's the difference? And there are differences, but what's beautiful about it is they complement each other. So it's all good. It's all good. So I don't want you to feel like if you step into an IET journey, like you have to give anything up, because you don't. You don't. You get more. You get more. All right. Let's see where this, I am having my first coffee with you all, guys. So that's probably why I'm taking a minute to get going here. Sorry. So yes, taking a leap of faith, standing in your sovereignty, because you're being brought to a purpose. You're being brought to a new way forward that may be creative, but you've got to have, in that creativity, you also have to have the structure, right? You have to have the structure. So that's what I'm feeling here today, where you're feeling creative, where you're feeling a little, not wishy-washy, but very like floaty energy is what it feels like. It feels like it's like just ride the wave, right? But so you might have to ground yourself. You might have to really get into that. Okay, I've got to make a list. I've got to check my list off. I got to get things done, right? Because that's what's going to bring in the stability for the money, for the foundation, for the safety, for the security, for the family, for the finances, right? So this is where today very grounding is needed, but I feel like it's going to be, and you're going to have to be intentional with it because the energy does feel very all over the place, all over the place. And so it may be important for you to get quiet today. Get quiet today so you know what way to go forward, what choice to make. And I feel like Spirit's bringing you all of this help. Look at this. All of these people are showing up today because you need help. There's something you're trying to accomplish. There's something you're trying to do. And I feel like there's going to be help that comes in. But it's going to be up to you to take the help, right? Because if it feels like a leap of faith, if it feels like it's too big, too good to be true, if it feels like, maybe this Knight of Pentacles is trying to take you in a totally different direction in how to make money, right? How do I trust that? How do I act on that? And that's where Spirit's coming in going, we're giving you the support. We're giving you the support, but we do need you to show up. We do need you to take the step. Take the step. Make the decision to take the step. That's what I'm hearing. Make the decision to take the step. Because that is how you get what you're looking for. That is how you get going where you want to go. That is how you get to the abundance and the success. That's how you get to the help. I just feel like Spirit's been trying to give you some help, trying to show you the way, trying to give you an inner knowingness or an inspiration to go in a certain direction, right? And I feel like that Hermit is like it. This Hermit card, I'm feeling like that light is they're trying to show you the way. They're trying to give you the steps to take. They're giving you where to go. And they're doing it through people showing up or inspiration showing up, divine feminine, divine masculine, or literal people. Like, you found a recruiter, or someone calls you out of the blue that says, hey, I've got this over here for you, or I thought of you about this, right? So I feel like the support is coming in, but it's like you've got to take it. You've got to reach out and grab it. And you may not be able to do that if you don't get quiet. You may not be able to do that if you're not taking the time to hear that inner knowing, if you're not taking the time to embrace your own light, your gifts, your talents, who you are, what you want. And I feel like for some of you, you're discounting what you want because it's too arbitrary. It's too pie in the sky, right? No, it's take the steps. Take the steps, because I feel like you're being brought to what you need to make those choices and decisions and to go that way. And you will be successful, but it is going to take a little bit. I keep hearing the word leap of faith. Like it's going to take a little bit of trust. Yesterday, when I was talking about IET, I said, I only need you to bring one thing. I only need you to bring one thing. And I feel like that today. You just have to believe. You just have to believe. You have to trust and act on what you're being brought to. You have to believe and have faith that what you're feeling, knowing, what is coming in is what you need. And I feel like you've got questions today. So I thought I was going to do some advice, but I grabbed the angel answer cards. So nothing's ever wrong, right? We're always brought to what we need, whether we see it or want it or feel it, right? So tonight at 7:00, I will be doing Tarot Tuesday. Show up. I will fit in many people as I can in the hour to do readings for. So today, take this general message, however it resonates with you, but I am going to pull some angel answer cards. So if you do have a question, feel free to take a deep breath and think about the question or a concern and see what Spirit wants to bring through. I'm just going to read these and take what resonates, okay? All right, those two, oh yeah, those two wanted to come out. We're getting another message. I was kind of feeling another message with these cards, so let's find out. Oh! All right. All right, so for some of you, actually, let's do this as a pick a card. I think these are three very different messages, so let's do a pick a card, all right? Ah! I showed them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's try this. Number 1, take action. It's time. It's time. And that's what I feel like. I feel like even though this night is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a more grounded, slow-moving energy. It's kind of like a one step at a time, very intentional, right? He's still moving though, right? He's still taking the step. He's still going forward. He's still going after what he wants. And that's what I feel like for you here. If you were really called to number 1, that it really is time to take action. Take a step. Make the phone call, reach out to the person, block whoever needs to be blocked. Not taking action is, not doing something is making a decision, right? You're going to allow that chaos to continue. You're going to allow that pull on your energy to take you away from what you want. So I feel like taking action sometimes is shoring up our boundaries, saying no as a complete sentence. For some of you, it's going to be like me, getting up at midnight, being inspired, and revamping your whole business. Take action. Take action, especially if you're taking action that is divinely guided, right? It's inspiration, right? It's going to work out. It's going to work out. But you have to take the thing is we have to believe and have the faith and take the action. And then Spirit brings the rest of the help, right? But we have to set the intention that that's what we want. And by taking that step, you're setting that intention. You're saying to Spirit, hey, yep, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the action. And that's what I'm feeling here for you. It's time to take the action, number 1. Set the intention. I do want this thing that keeps showing up, that I keep waffling on, or thinking it's too good to be true, or thinking I'm not good enough. Go. Look at that. You're being sparked. You're being sparked. Take the spark. Number 1, take the spark. Set the intention. Go in the direction. Take a step. Do something. Let Spirit know, yes, this is what I want. So they can bring you more. That's what happens. You set the intention and you go in that direction, then they bring you more. It's time. It's time to be brought more. All right, number 2. Are you ready, Lynn? Good morning, Johanna. I love seeing the numbers. Good morning, Suzanne. All right, number 2. I was feeling this. Hey, Verdi, welcome. I was feeling this, especially when I pulled out the Queen of Wands after the Emperor. Look at that. So I am feeling for some of you, you're coming into connection with a divine counterpart, right? With a soulmate. Maybe for some of you, a few of you, a twin flame. But I feel like you are going to be coming into a connection that can be grounded and can be stable, but you have to give it a chance. And I feel like for some of you, you're having a hard time giving it a chance because you've been hurt. Maybe the last thing you came out of was that empath-narc connection. Maybe the last thing you came out of really did take you to your knees, emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, energetically. But you're being brought something that is going to be stable. But you have to give it a chance. You have to take that leap of faith. Take it slow. Take it slow. But it's time, number 2. It's time for you to really Allow romance, love in. Get your flirt on, right? Just flirt a little. That doesn't hurt anybody, right? But let spirit know, set the intention that you're ready. And if you're not, then it's time to get ready to be ready, right? Because you're going to get the opportunity. And what I tell people who are always like, but what if I miss it? What if I missed it? What if I missed the opportunity? What if that person that I walked away from was the person? You're not going to walk away from something that is what for you. And you're not going to miss anything that's for you. If you don't take a hold of something, somehow, some way, if it is your thing, your person, spirit will bring it back around. It might take a few years, but you'll get there. So I don't want you to ever feel like you're missed out on anything. If you feel like you missed out on something, then really kind of look at why you didn't take that risk or why you didn't take that leap of faith. What was going on within you that said, I'm not ready for that right now? And that's okay. But for those of you who are ready, you're going to have the opportunity. So it's going to be really, really important for you to kind of sit down with yourself. Where am I? Where am I in the relationship spectrum? Am I still harboring hate and betrayal and anger and resentment towards that person? Or am I really ready to move on? Have I kind of forgiven and released those emotions because like they don't serve me. They're not getting me what I want. It's time. So maybe for some of you, you got to sit down and be like, where do I need to forgive? And use the word release. If forgive triggers you in some way because you feel like maybe you're letting somebody off the hook, no, release it. I'm releasing it because I need to release it. I'm releasing it for me. I'm going to imagine it as this balloon that's just taking those emotions and floating away, going wherever it needs to go. Or maybe I'm invoking Archangel Michael for strength to help me release it. Maybe I'm invoking Archangel Raphael to say, please come and get this for me. It's too heavy. It's too much. I'm having a really hard time letting this go, releasing this, releasing myself from the bondage that because it's holding me back. I'm ready. And they will. They absolutely will. All right, deep breath in and release. So it's time to get ready to be ready. Number 2. Number 3, look for a sign. We as humans get a sign. And then we do is that a sign? Was that the sign? Do I trust that sign? I'll ask for another sign. And Spirit's like, we gave you the sign. So when the sign comes in, that's your sign. This is your validation that if you've had a sign in the last week, or you get a sign today, it's your sign. That yes, it's time to go in that direction, or no, that is not your way. And here's a little tip, maybe even a secret I'm sharing, because this took me a long time to get to. If you keep seeing a sign of a person from your past, it's Spirit's way of desensitizing you so that you can release that person. It's not about them coming back. It's about you being brought back to that idea of them so that you can figure out what you need to release and be desensitized. You don't get that feeling, right? So that you can move on. It's not about them coming back. And if they do come back, take it slow and really ask yourself, do I see the red flags? Have they really changed? Or is this another go round of what I've already been through? But if this isn't about a person and that sign comes in, it's your sign. Trust that sign. Look for that. So look for a sign. Be open to receiving a sign. I don't even feel like look for a sign. I feel like be open to receiving a sign. And then trust and act on that sign. And again, if you've seen something in the last week, or if you see something today, it was or is your sign. So we have to just stop doing this thing where we keep going, I need another sign to validate that sign. I need a sign to validate that sign. I need a sign to, no. Spirit speaking. Spirit speaking. All right. I've been brought to, this may not resonate with everyone, but I've been brought to grab for a final card, Gateway of the Light Activation by Kyle Gray. Interesting morning. Every time I thought I was going to go for one deck, I get another. It's okay. Spirit speaks. I just facilitate, right? I just facilitate. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. All right. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring through. Please, here's the disclaimer. Please do not trust or buy into any of the scammers or spammers or solicitors that show up on my page or any page. I do not endorse them. Chances are they're just AI. It's just a bot farm trying to get your attention so they can get your money, right? Or it is a farm, a group of people that are just throwing up fake pages, again, to get your account, to get your money. So I need you to be very, 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 very cautious. So please be discerning whether you are going to work with me through my website, whether you're going to work with somebody else through their website, whether you're going to work with someone in person. Just be discerning. If they don't resonate, or if there's any way, some kind of like, something doesn't feel right in the state of Denmark, it's not. All right. So please be very discerning. Which is why I do these free messages every day, because I know there are some of you, right? You're not at a place yet, and you will be, but you're not there yet to maybe work with people that you want to work with in a more one-on-one basis. So that is why I'm showing up every day and have for the past 5 years. So you don't feel alone, so you are getting support. And tonight I'll be on Tarot Tuesday at 7 p.m. And remember, with Tarot Tuesday, if I don't get to you, that's okay. If there's a message that resonates with you, Spirit will piggyback messages. So if I say that one thing that's like, ooh, that feels like that's exactly what I've got going on, then that message is for you. Because what I'm finding is the people who find me are the people that need me. And chances are you're going through something very similar to someone around you in this community. Right? All right. We got two. And I'm actually going to hold them up together because, wow, look at this energy. Whew. There it is. Look at those. Look at that. I'm just going to let you look at that for a minute. Look at those beautiful golden colors. Christ consciousness. Central sun. Abundance. I am presence. Light body activation. Accessing the divine. Regeneration. Success. All you have to do is tap into your inner self. All you have to do is tap into that part of you that is the spark of the divine, divinity, sovereignty. You have everything you need within you. And I know that's very hard when you're going through it and physically you don't have what you need. You don't have the resource. You don't have the money. You don't have the people. You don't have maybe you don't have the gas and electric bill money. Maybe you don't have money for a lot of groceries. And I know when it's that critical, when it's that 3D, right? It can be very hard. But this is where tapping into your inner self, tapping into that connection to your I am presence, that's how you manifest the support you need. That's how you drop down into your heart and you're able to link up with the synchronicity. link up with what you need in the void or the vortex, and it can drop down into your reality. And we have to let go of the how, and we have to let go of the why. We don't know how, we don't know when, we don't know why, we don't know any of it. All we know is that if we stay in love, if we stay in compassion, if we feel into that universal source love energy, things are going to show up for us. We will have success. So if you're going through it right now, drop down into your heart, connect with your higher self. In the gentle way, Tom T. Moore talks about using the phrase, I request a most benevolent outcome. When you're really going through it at a very human level, very 3D level, absolutely invoke the angelic assistance, the higher vibrational frequency, your higher self, to pull into your reality what it is you need. By connecting with the central sun, by getting into connection with your higher self, dropping down into your heart, feeling the love that is always residing there for you, and then taking the inspired action, making the phone call, getting the rest, getting out in nature, going to the pantry, checking out the programs, whatever you need. This can feel very esoteric. This can feel very like out there, right? But it's not. It's all right here. It's all within us. And I know that there have been times in my life where I've been in the bottom of the barrel. I didn't have the money I needed for the bill that was going to keep me from driving my car. I didn't have the money I needed to buy the groceries. I didn't have the money I needed to pay the rent. So I had to trust and act on where I was being led and guided. And sometimes things fall away because they're not for us. So even though it doesn't feel good to have to leave a home or make a job change, it's believe it or not, it's the other thing, the next home or the next job, that is going to open up and break open the blockages that you were unable to break open in the energy or the space that you were in. And sometimes we get forced into these changes because we're not making the inspired steps, right? We're not taking the action. We're not trusting the sign. We're not allowing in the love, whether it's our own love for our own self or the people around us trying to support us and love us, because we don't feel worthy. We don't feel good enough. We don't feel like we deserve, right? But today, the I Am Presence, the central sun, you are getting abundance downloads. You are getting inspiration. Spirit is bringing you what will bring you success. Now you just have to do your part and take the step. Set the intention. Request the most benevolent outcome, whatever it is, however you feel to do it. So today, I would encourage you to take a step from the inspired action, from the inspiration, the knowingness, the feeling. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, guys.